It's an anthem that just has the feeling of inevitability these days. The final march of the championship starts here, 11 games in 36 days. And it's Shrewsbury who get us underway. Ryan Alsop produces the save nonetheless, and the flag up before Marcus can turn into an empty net. But then Blues immediately looking to turn Shrewsbury round down the other end. Cashy Anderson first time on the bouncing ball over the top. Michael Appleton looking to emulate his predecessor as Dowell flicks it through to Stansfield, who is onside. Can't beat Blackman. Jay Stansfield one-on-one with the Shrewsbury Town goalkeeper.
As you say, they're very fortunate, I think, near Shrewsbury on that occasion, that not only the officiating team actually seen it.
Blues, though, threatening as Cashy Anderson receives the ball deep. And there's Williamson, and he tees up Kieran Dowell, who squanders the effort wide. Another huge chance for Blues goes begging. 14 goal involvements in 37 games for Cashy Anderson. This season the numbers do the talking for him, as Blues have a free kick left of centre. Left-footed delivery by Dowell, and in goes Davies! And the flag stays down! And Ben Davies turns home his first goal in blue! As we're back to business as usual at the top of the League One table. And after 26 minutes, we lead bottom side Shrewsbury by a goal to nil. Ben Davies popping up to break the deadlock.
Yeah, you can just see how happy the other players are as well, that he's Ben Davies who's got his first goal of the campaign. And again, another player who's been absolutely instrumental and key this year, more from a defensive standpoint, but great timing. You could see Shrewsbury were trying their best to keep their line
here
high.
With Dowell, finds Stansfield in the promising pocket of space. Dowell just in field of the right channel. Williamson linking up with Mark Leonard, who pulls the trigger. VAR deflection wasn't too far away.
But that's something that Keshi, I'm sure, will be looking to do more of in the second half.
Corner taken short and work to Alex Cochrane, right-footed effort. Wasn't too far away from nestling in that bottom corner on his weaker right side. Leonard clips into a dangerous area. There's Ethan Laird to nudge the bottom corner. And Blues put daylight between us and the solid. Ethan Laird marks his return from injury with the second goal of the afternoon. Blues are on the final stretch towards the championship and charging towards that finish line. Ethan Laird doubles our advantage after the hour mark. Blues 2, Shrewsbury 0.
Yeah, and again, really well worked. Quick free corner kick, should I say, and Awata playing it early to Dowell, and then Dowell laying it back into Pierre, acknowledging he needed to clear that ball.
Hansen standing up Feeney, across comes Gilead. The 6-yard box, and Alfie May is there to turn home. And boy, has he thirsted for that. Alfie May on the score sheet again. The hard yards done by Hansen down the left-hand side, and Alfie May could hardly miss. And Blues putting more holes in the sinking Salop ship. We lead Shrewsbury by 3 goals to nil to tighten our grip at the top of League One.
Yeah, and again, if there was one player on that pitch today that Blues fans would have wanted a goal for, it's Alfie May. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting, and this is why he has got so many goals in his career. And Emil Hansen, brilliant, standing up.
In the final stretch in the Shrewsbury dugout, really is a baptism of fire for him. At the home of the league leaders. And Blues have very much put Shrewsbury to the sword, especially in this second half. Harris slips through Alfie May, the flag stays down, May round Blackman, and Alfie May makes it 4! 2 for May, 4 for Blues, all 3 points for Birmingham at the top of League One.
And again, it's the substitutions involved. Luke Harris this time is the provider. Great bit of play in the middle of the park from Emil Hansen, and then Kieran Dowell with a lovely little ball into the space, into the pocket for Luke Harris. And as soon as he took his touch, Alfie May was on his way. As we see the replay here, he just possibly does enough to stay on side. I think the defender on his face.
Alfie May, and the end of the road is in sight on this final stretch, and it's full steam ahead to the championship. Blues lead bottom side Shrewsbury by 4 goals to nil. Shipley looking for a consolation, they've got one. Shipley's cross into the penalty area and under the crossbar, Dane Oliver heads home what is surely at this stage a consolation, but Ryan Allsop's clean sheet. Hansen, inside it goes to Leonard. Leonard looks to pick out Alfie May, right hand side of the area, in for the hat-trick. Denied his hat-trick goal in the near post by Blackman.
It's amazing, isn't it, what a goal can do for a player, Alfie May, and you can see that, you know, in games going into the international break, he may have been snatching at chances and everything else, but he looks really confident at the moment. 2 goals in the bag, searching for that hat-trick.
Sampstead urged to shoot. And he's off to Dowell, who will pull the trigger, wasn't too far away. Looks long, met by the head of Morgan Feeney. And there is the full-time whistle. It's back to business as usual for Blues after the international break. Extending our advantage to the top of the League One table, the march back to the Championship.